Welcome, Patriots. I am Mr. Crowback, one of the librarians here at AHS Library. Ms. Thorson is the other librarian, and we are here to help you with your research revolving around your opposing viewpoints paper for English class. So what we're going to do is show you a little bit about the online databases and how to use them, and how it's going to help you with your research for this opposing viewpoints paper. Let's get started. On the left-hand side of the home page for the school, you're going to see library. All you have to do is click on that, and that will take you to the library home page. And right here on that page, you can see resources. And what you're going to want to do is up on top, the second one down, you're going to see their online databases. If you click on that, that will take you to the databases. And what's going to come up here, you're going to see a couple different things here. Some of these are online databases, some are considered to be online encyclopedias. We've got Gale, Britannica, World Book, several things dealing with online libraries, Encyclopedia Virginia, eLibrary. We've got historical newspapers, and a couple others that may or may not help you out with this particular research. Let's go to the top here and really focus in on Gale. And Gale is a wealth of information covering just about every topic that you could think of. So what you want to do is think of this as a database that's going to provide lots of information about topics, about people, about places, about events. You're going to look at full text articles coming from magazines, academic journals, news articles, primary sources, images, videos, audio files, and so on. So quite a few different things that could definitely help you out here. What you want to do is click on this tab right here, Gale, and if you're at school, it'll take you right to it. But if you're not at school, away from school working on this project, all you have to do is use the following password, welcome, and it's there provided for you. So all you have to do is click on that. And since I am away from school at this point, I am going to type in welcome. If you're at school, all you have to do is hit proceed, and it'll take you right in here. And what comes up, you can see here, all of these are different databases within Gale. And again, they range from various topics, every topic basically that you could think of. And some are generalized, some are more specific to what you're looking into. But what we're going to do, and there's a couple different things that you could do here. If you want to type in whatever you're looking up here and just search all of them, it's going to search through all the databases and kind of come up with this collection of information from all these different databases. But I think what's going to be most beneficial for this project is if you look right down here to the third one down, opposing viewpoints, and it's called opposing viewpoints and context, and you can see here what it describes as an engaging online experience for those seeking contextual information and opinions on hundreds of today's hottest social issues. So what I'm going to do is click on that, and once that comes up, you're going to see here opposing viewpoints and context, and it's going to give you the home page for this particular database, and they kind of give you some ideas of what to look into topic-wise: business, economics, health, medicine, so on. And up here, actually, you can look at all the different issues, and you can see here a ton of information, a ton of different topics in alphabetical order, just about dealing with anything that has opposing viewpoints. And if you continue scrolling down, you can see that it is an extensive list. I'm sure you can find a topic that fits your needs on there, but if not, you could easily type in something that you're looking for as well. So I'm going to go back to the home section of opposing viewpoints, and what I'm going to do is let's focus in on same-sex marriage. So let's say that's your topic. I'm going to click on same-sex marriage, and what comes up here, you're going to see this page dealing with same-sex marriage, and if you scroll down, you've got this informational article here, and it's an extensive article, and it really goes into detail of the background, of the history, of the current events dealing with same-sex marriage. So you've got the legislative history, the ups and the downs, Defense of Marriage Act, Federal Marriage Amendment, civil unions, And it really goes into detail explaining all of these as well. And then notice down here you've got the source citation information, so you could easily use that, cut and paste if you want to do that. But let me show you a shorter way to do that. Over here in citation tools, let's say you want to use some of this information within your paper and you have to cite the information. If you come up here to citation tools, everything is right there for you. NMLA standard format, and what you could do is simply select. You could download, you could cut and paste, you could put it in EasyBib, EndNote, whatever you're using. So it really saves some time doing that. So we encourage you to take advantage of that because it does save time instead of looking things up and doing things on your own. So the citation page is definitely useful. But let's go back over here to the last page and kind of scroll down here again. And what you're going to see here are a couple different things that you should look into. So first of all, featured viewpoints. Gay marriage should be legal. Gay marriage should not be legal. Looking into the Defense of Marriage Act should be defined in the courts. And it gives you the source. So let's say I want to look into this one. So you click on that, and here they give you the argument of why gay marriage should be legal. And again, they go through the details and looking at everything. New arguments, people versus the courts. They also give you ideas of where you could find other information with other readings, other resources that you can look into. So it's a great site for you guys to utilize. And again, if you want to cite the stuff, they provide the information down here if you want to cut and paste it. But again, the easy way of doing that is simply coming up here to the tools and the citation tools. And then you could easily do what you need to with that. So again, let's go back and kind of look at the other features as well. And so you can look at the featured viewpoints, you can look at other viewpoints, you can look at the dates here. For the most part, they are up to date, 2012, 2013. Here's some news information, some very current information, April 2014, dealing with same-sex marriage, Washington Post, Christian Science Monitor, CNN. So you're going to get a wide variety of different sources and different medium. So you're going to be looking at newspapers, you're going to be looking at their online versions of that. You're looking at news networks, you're probably going to find some opinionated views, some editorials. So you can find all of those in here as well. So academic journals. And again, it provides a wide variety of different types of sources and a wide variety of views. So just about everything that you could find with opposing views. You got your magazines over here, other viewpoints as well, and notice that you have the numbers of what they're showing of what they have as well. So you could definitely do different things with that. You also have over here different interactive things if you're looking into the states and what's happening with that. Let's use Virginia as the example. If you click on opposing viewpoints dealing with same-sex marriage, I want to click on Virginia, and it gives you some statistics here. Same-sex couples over 12,000. So we're looking at statistics that you could use for your paper for the statistical part of it as well. But again, a great resource for you guys, and definitely should be utilized. It will definitely get you to where you want to far faster than just, let's say, using a typical search engine. So utilize this. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and we'll be happy to help you out. But here you have opposing viewpoints in context, and so many different articles coming from magazines, coming from academic journals, so on. But another point to mention here is the fact that these databases are professionally done, and they're checked by professionals. So you're going to find that this is a very academic, very professional way of looking into information. So hope you do well on your project. Hope you get some good information. We're looking forward to seeing the end result. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks. Enjoy.